Hello, my Flosstube friends. This is Sylvia with Running with Needles and Scissors. This is a floss tube about cross stitch today, pretty much. And as you can see, I am outside. It is now almost quarter to 12 on May 30th, the last day of May. What I am going to cover on this video is predominantly my new releases. It's going to be short because I've got to get them packed up and drive them down to Keepsakes. So that's what's on the schedule today. I think I'll take my glasses off because the sun is making them turn into sunglasses. So not to be rude and wear sunglasses on my video. For those of you who have been following me on Instagram, which is also Running with Needles and Scissors, you've seen that we had to let my sweet girl Mia go. That was last Tuesday. She just was so tired and it was time to give her some rest. So, you know, my heart is pretty cracked and sad, but you know, that is life. And I know that, you know, she's in a really good place. That I know, and I know that, you know, we'll get to spend more time together later. I have a quick story that might give other viewers that are going through the same thing, have gone through the same thing, comfort and hope. I'm smiling because we have a robin's nest right here, and yeah, she's doing okay with me being outside. And there's 3 little babies in there, just, you know, very cute. She's so busy feeding them. Anyways, I have a friend who told me this story when her dad was passing and he was in and out of consciousness. He, at one point or another, he started smiling and laughing, his eyes were closed, and she asked him what was going on, and his reply was, "It's true," he said, "they're all there." And then he named his dogs. So I know there's, you know, a meeting coming up, not only with Mia, but also with Max, who passed. You know, and eventually Millie, she's 10, so but I'm telling you, it's, you know, it just rips such a hole into your life. It's awful. All right. And I do want to thank everybody for their very, very kind words. It really, really meant a lot to me. A lot of it made me cry, some more, but I appreciate them, that all the condolences you sent over Instagram. All right, then let's going. I'm back in Ohio. As you see, I was almost a month down in Texas, and we have construction going on in the house, so that's why I've sought some refuge outside so you don't hear the banging and the vacuuming. We had a slow disposal leak and you can hear it banging, and so they're taking stuff apart in the cabinet itself, and then down below the bathroom the ceiling is coming out so we can see what has happened. So hopefully not much. Anyways, okay, so let's talk about new releases. We've worked really, really hard on patterns these last couple days. It's always interesting, I think, when husband and wife work together and the communication. We have a little ways to go for clearer communication. And this one was sort of under pressure, and I had a lot of revisions, and poor Rob, he was such a trooper. He kept right on going. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, you know, I'd indicated I was going to use some shaker baskets or they're actually carriers to do something, and it is done. It is not exactly the way I had planned, but I love it even more so. My friend Lisa did the finishing for me, and when I sent it to her, I think she shook a fist in my direction because I did not leave her enough fabric for proper finishing. But that woman persevered, came up with different things on how to finish stuff, and I think it looks great. So let me show you. It's a lot of little pieces. let's see here. Okay, so I can only do this, you know, with 2 hands. So we've got here. So here are your beautiful little shaker baskets, which are available at Hobby House. They're Keller crafted. This is a size 1. This is a size 0, and the baby of them all is a size 0. So what we did, I had 2 options to fill in the large basket. Probably a little hard to see. So in the pattern, you have 2 options. One is Long May She Wave, Long May She Wave, you can see it that way, and one is God Bless America. So the one we finished in the basket and the one we finished as a pin keep. And you can pick which way you want to do that. The 2 little baskets, one is holding, it's hard to see, 17, let's take her out, 1776. This is a pin set that is available exclusively on my website for this or other patriotic stitching called Star Spangled. This basket is lined with blackbird fabric, threads that bind, and then here comes the baby of them all. And it is a little scissor keep. I put a tiny, the miniature, which scissor is this? Bohin, the red one, on it. And this little basket, let's do this separately, is lined also with blackbird design. And so you can display it out in front of the basket. You can put it in the basket. I like things in the basket, so that's what I did. Oh, here comes there it is. And then this one in the background. You could also put something in there, and I just lean the, you know, with the whole set, I just lean that one up against it. You can see my photos. I'll probably post them how I displayed it on Instagram. You'll also get, if you're subscribed to my website, runningwithneedlesandScissors.com or rwnas.com, we'll get you there as well. You'll see the photos there. So the pin are Star Spangled So Pretty pins, and the set is called Star Spangled Shaker. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? It is stitched on 36 count feldspar with 3 colors. If I can remember correctly, I don't have them written down here. I know this is Fathom. I think this is Cherry Cobbler, and I'm not sure what the white one is. Fathom is Weeks Dye Works. Cherry Cobbler is Crescent Color, if I remember correct. Oh, it might not be Cherry Cobbler. That's a little red for Cherry Cobbler. Maybe the other had Cherry Cobbler. Anyways, everything will be available. You know, you can see everything on my website. I'll have a supply list there. All right, so that's the first release. The second release is a reproduction. Let's see if when I practiced holding this up, it fell off. So let's see if I can do better. So here is the original. There we go. Get my fingers out of the way. I just really loved it. I love the color combination. I like the funky letters with the little squigglies off of it. There is one eyelet band, but it's super simple, and then motifs at the bottom. No date, no name, just initials, N-O and O, no. And the verse reads, I live for those who love me, for those who know me true, for the heaven that is above me, and it waits my coming too. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. I love this. I love this verse. I love this sampler. So let me show you my version. So much smaller. So, yeah, here we can get it all in the thing. Mine is stitched on 46 count. Oh, you see the back. Very nice. Let's do it this way. 46 count marzipan by Color and Cotton. I used 3 silken colors for the red. Hold on, there we go. For the red, the light blue and the dark blue and the cream color. And the yellow is a Gloriana. I know the yellow is baby corn. Oh, this one is storm clouds, the blue. The dark blue is patriotic blue. The is snow cream, the beige pale one. And oh, the red is in the red. So there is that. Love, love, love it. Not a huge sampler and not a terribly large commitment to get this done. I love it. I find it very summery, but it's good for the entire year. And my third release, which I again just love, 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 and Lisa did the finishing for me again. Not too much fist shaking on this one because I think there was plenty of fabric. It was the other one that was so difficult for her. So I got this candlestick holder from Hobby Lobby. It's already, I've done nothing to it. It is, I'm gonna hold it up, all tacky with all the labels down at the bottom. Ooh, there you go. So you can see 1, 4, 5, 3, 5, I think 2, 1. I'm reading this backwards. Anyways, without further ado, here is Liberty Lady. So it is a portion of a design, and I'll show you the whole design in a minute, with a portion of the flower finished as a little pincushion in the candlestick. And you see the pins again, exclusive for these designs. I mean, you can put them wherever you want, but they're exclusive to my website. And they are called Liberty Lady. There you go. They're by So Pretty Pins. Really lovely. It was really wonderful working with her. She is Johnny on the spot and really has her act together. And we made a little pin cushion with the butterflies repeating. So, and you could stick, if you only wanted to stitch one. Both of them come in the pattern. But if you only wanted to stitch one, you could, oh, I don't know where to put these. I'm not a real good, like, let me place my pins strategically and beautifully. Okay, and we finished it with, you know, a little button, like that. I did not personalize it. You can. And yeah, and these look beautiful in the pin cushion as well. This one was, oh, hold on, here we go. So this one was stitched on 36 count Picture This Plus Dapple. Did I mention, my brain isn't working real well these days, so if I forgot to mention something, again, it'll be on my website. Okay, so 36 count Picture This Plus Dapple, a combination of Weeks Dye Works, Crescent Colors probably, and Gentle Art. I think most of it is Weeks though. And Lady Dot creates Thundercloud Chenille. And then this one is 36 count Seraphim fabric, Sand Dune, I believe. And again, the same exact colors, so nothing different here. Very fun, very quick to stitch, and I really just love these little butterflies. Okay, and that wraps up the new releases. I also wanted to mention that I tried some pony needles. People were talking about it a little while ago, about these needles. They're from India, actually. Did a little bit of research. And so I ordered some for the website because I actually liked stitching with them quite a bit. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool bohin needle user, but these are nice. These work well. I like that they're a little shorter, so I get to use a little bit more of my floss, and it's easier at the end. And the eye is quite nice. So there's two kinds. There are the, let me open up. There are the black and white needles. You can see the eye all blurry. Let's see here. Yeah, they're easy to thread. I had no problems. They're super smooth and glide the to the fabric very nicely. And then I bought these others and tried them and liked them even more, I have to say, honestly. And these are, they're just the color eye, and these are 28 count, so they're white, I think, and you have a red. top to them there. You can see the eye a little bit better. Also very nice to use. I have these, only the red, I don't want to say red eye, the red and white needles. I have only in 28 count. I wanted to try them first before I committed to a volume. And the black and white needles I have in 28 and 26 count. They're not up yet on the website, but they will be shortly, as well as the pins that I just showed you. And then while in Texas, I got together with my partner in crime, Michelle from Cozy Egg, and she always stitches me beautiful, beautiful things, and she did it again this time. And I was so honored and thrilled to receive this stitched piece from her that she beautifully sewed into a little mat. It's one of the, I don't know what to say, well, one of the squares or boxes from the, what's that called? I knew it a while ago, of course, and here we are again, brain mush. Endeavor sticks in my mind. I know you guys know it. It was released quite a bit ago. It's where a number of designers got together and each one designed a square, and it's a whole thing. It might come to me. Anyway, so here's the lady sitting by the stream with a dog on her lap. And it says, the murmur of the summer stream is best to soothe a lady's dream. And she used some very, very hard to find blackbird, and I just love it. I love it, love it. Then we were at I got to go to the Teresa Kogut retreat just now up here in Findlay, Ohio. That was great fun, and I got to spend a little bit of time with Teresa and chat with her, which was also just really super. She is anybody who's met her knows she's a really, really fun and classy lady, and so very talented. I asked her, like, how do you, you're so prolific, how does that happen? And she basically said she has so much to draw from, all her sketches. She has books full, sketchbooks full, and etc. And so I joked, I said, well, sometimes I get an idea and I sketch it down and I come back later and I don't quite know what that's supposed to be. What did I sketch just now? Because I'm not a good sketcher. I'm not talented in that way at all. But I try to capture it sometimes, and kind of draw it out. And I can't recognize it. It's just really awful. Anyways, and so at this retreat, we were sitting at a lovely table with some of my Cincinnati peeps. And my friend Diane came. That was her first retreat. I hope she had the most wonderful time, even though she realized she needs to get herself some stuff to make her sit more comfortable when she's sitting on those chairs, which oftentimes aren't made for long-term sitting. But one of the ladies, and I won't say her name because I don't have permission, stitched each one of us a little something, and so I want to show it. It's just so sweet and so nice. So this is Stitching Makes Me Happy. It's right on, makes me happy. So you know who you are. Thank you so much. I'm going to show you the project, which was darling, 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 and the finishing was so cute. Oh well, I splurged on this is the project bag for the project. So we got 2 gals. There's money in here. That's nice. Hold on. I'm going to tuck this under so it doesn't fly away. There we go. Oh, there's so much in here. My friend from Cincinnati made us these little scissor pouches. How fun are those? Of course, there was Teresa Kogut stitching and Teresa Kogut fabric in droves there. Her new releases are fabulous. If you haven't seen them, you need to go see them. And the same lovely friend also gifted me a princess hoop, which I haven't used yet. She says it's tight. Well, good, I like it tight. So here's this. Okay, on with the box. So, hold on. Let me dig and get this settled. All right. So the first project is Just a Girl. Oh, can't see it. Is that not cute, cute, cute? She had the boards available. This is stitched on 40 count. She kitted us up, well, okay, so 40 count paper bark by Fox and Rabbit. And she kitted it up then in 36 count to make sure that everybody could stitch on it. And it still fits on the board, but it doesn't fit the rickrack anymore. I decided I would just go with I would get some 40 count. And then the second one is Making Beautiful Things. So cute. Anyways, very, very fun. My friend Diane immediately, you know, motored and got half the girl in the red stitched. I was working on my stuff for August now. Here's the kit for the red girl, and then here is the additional stuff needed for the blue girl. We also had a fantastic needle minder with yeah, it's a pretty heavy duty magnet. Love it. And oh, a pen with Teresa Kogut stuff. And was this the one that lights up? Let's see here. We got a pen somewhere that had a little light on it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it does. Oh, there you go. Woohoo! Interesting. Still not quite sure how it works, but just holding down that thing and eventually it comes on. We have her little card. I don't know if I can just cover it with something and then write the project on there, you know, punch a hole in it and use it as a project thing. Then there's still stuff in here, but not from Teresa. There's a little one of her little stickers. One of my friends made these. Oh, she gave me a handful of them. They are, this is a vintage business card that she reproduced. Love that it says Ohio. And so on the card, it's teacher in fine arts and work done to order, embroidery materials for sale. Is that not fantastic? And then she, on the back, had this printed on it, Project Fabric Threads, and put it in a little tag with all that on it. And I will show you, this is, oh, So Finished by Jan. She also does finishing, really nice finishing. I saw she brought a few things that she had finished for people that were there, and boy, her cushions are like, they're, I don't know, they're fantastic. I was like, oh, I need to learn how to do those cushions that way. Anyways, that wraps that up. You've seen a little bit of what's coming to the house. I do want to mention that there were a couple of tragedies at the retreat that I felt really awful about, and I want those two ladies and families know that I'm praying for them and they have my sympathy. One, of course, not of course, but one lady, she lost her dog, had to say goodbye to him via the phone as the vet put him to sleep. I thought that was really awful, but even worse was one lady lost her husband. So he was found dead in his truck. I just feel so awful. I can't imagine getting that news. From what I understand, he was not feeling well, pulled over, and passed away. And even though I'm not at liberty to give names, I hope those of you who do pray will just lift these two up in prayer that there's healing and comfort and peace, and knowing that don't know what to say about the husband. That's really hard. But, you know, we can pray that Jesus was present and that he was comforted in that moment. Anyways, so not to stop on such a down note, but, you know, we go along sometimes and we take so much for granted. And it just, you know, can change in an instant. But anyways, so I will shoot another Flosstube when I have a minute to breathe with all the other stuff, because I've been to 3 retreats since we've talked. I did cancel my country sampler retreat while I was in Texas, concerned about Mia, and I didn't want to be that far away from her. I didn't want to leave her at all, to be honest, because I just didn't know how long she had. And so I bowed out of that retreat, which is in a couple weeks, and that's okay. I still feel that that was the right decision. I didn't want anything pushing me or pulling me, you know, and I wanted to make my decision based on her. And I would have worried terribly being gone that far away, not being able to turn around and come back, you know, quickly. So I will not be going to the country sampler retreat. I gave up my spot completely. I know they offered me the kits, which would have tied up a spot. So somebody who was on the waiting list would not have been able to go, even though I didn't go, because I was taking the kits. And so I said, nope, you know, I'm sure that somebody's really, really anxious to go. And so I just bowed out and gave my spot up completely, which is okay. I don't have any regrets about that. Exciting announcement. Those of you who read the Country Sampler newsletter thoroughly know that I'm going to be one of the designers for the next go round of the Girlhood Embroidery Club, Threads of History, I think it's called. Maybe I should know better what I'm getting involved in, but no, I get them every time she publishes one. I get them, and they're really lovely, the kits. So my sampler is up first. It is already in the hands of Country Sampler. They're doing their magic with it. It's gonna look so good. I'm very excited about it. And so, yeah, let's look forward to that. I think the participants in this new round of clubs is very exciting. It's also Birgit from the Wishing Thorn. Her name is pronounced Birgit. If it helps you, it's like Birgut, but Birgit, like get on down the road. Birgit. All right, enough of that. I have a girlfriend named Birgit, and all my American friends have problems pronouncing her name. And also Kathleen from Cross Stitch Antiques. And the anchor, as Jeannie puts it, is the well-seasoned and experienced Vicki Jennett with Needlework Press. So it's going to be a good year, I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure, but hopefully, if you're interested, you can sign up. And that wraps it up. So, my friends, like I said, when I get a minute, I will film another Flosstube with all the other stuff. And do I have anything more important to say? Well, the patterns are off to the printer, so they're not available just yet, but not any minute, but any minute. I need them back for StitchCon. All right. And that is that. It was fun chatting with you guys, and I will see you soon. I will see a bunch of you, hopefully, at StitchCon Weekend A. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. And until we see each other again, stay happy, healthy, and terrific. Bye.